Hello friends! Happy Monday. I was really proud of myself today because I remembered what day of the week it was without looking at my phone calendar. And I feel like right now that's an accomplishment. So I'm going to pat myself on the back. Or the shoulder, I suppose. Anyway, heads up that this video might be a little bit rambly, but I decided to do an update, weekend check-in. I'll explain that in a minute. And then hopefully a little bit of inspiration at the end here. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. Couple of side notes. I have been realizing that I am wearing this exact sweater in almost every video, and I want to assure you, number one, that I do laundry, and number two, that this sweater has been washed multiple times this week. It's just really comfortable, and if we're honest, most of us are in our pajamas all day at this point, so it's just a comfy sweater. So that's why it's in all my videos. Sorry, not sorry. Also, I got it in Ireland, and that makes me happy because I loved that trip. Second thing is that I'm going to introduce a couple new friends. This is Chad and Cheeto. You remember Mr. Maple, I think, from the first video. And I just want to throw out there that I am not crazy. Well, I probably am. But I am not obsessed with giraffes like it looks like I am. What happened is my first year teaching, my students asked me what my favorite animal is. And I was like, I guess I like giraffes because they're kind of tall and awkward and they're kind of funny. And that resulted in students from there on out bringing me pretty much every giraffe item that has ever been in existence. I did not purchase any of them. I didn't buy any of these guys. They've all been gifts, but I love every second of it. It makes my heart happy, makes me feel loved. And the giraffes have just become part of my classroom culture, so there you have it. But I'm not a crazy giraffe lady, though I might become one by the end of this quarantine, who knows. Anyway, today is Monday, and in my classroom on Mondays, we do weekend check-in. So we start every Monday class, by giving people the opportunity to tell us what they did this weekend. And it doesn't have to be anything especially like, fascinating or major. It can just be anything at all that they did. And it's just a chance for people to be heard and for us to get to know each other better. And so I'm going to give you my weekend check-in, and then I encourage you, if you want to comment and tell us about your weekend, or you can text me or email me or message me or however it is that you communicate with me and tell me how your weekend has been, or your week if you don't really remember where the weekend started, which is totally fair and valid right now. So I'll tell you mine in a second. Also, though, just wanted to give some encouragement to everybody and just tell you that you are doing a great job navigating your way through this weird time that we're in. I'm sure of it. You're doing a great job. I know this is a really hard time for kind of all of us. It's especially hard for some. Some people are sick. Some people's family members are sick. Some people are just kind of afraid or uneasy, kind of nervous during this time. Some people are losing their jobs, and that's stressful. That's really hard to manage. It's really hard to, like, if people you love, have lost their jobs or their businesses are struggling or anything like that. So I just want you to know I'm here for you. I love you. And we're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to make it through this. And we'll come out stronger because that's who we are. So there's that. So as for my weekend check-in, this weekend, I'm not gonna lie, I don't totally remember which days were which, but essentially I spent the weekend cleaning my house, trying to organize, disinfecting everything, just trying to be productive. I made some videos, I played some guitar, was trying to play Mario Kart on my cell phone, but it keeps crashing, and that's a bummer because I love that game. And I have a Nintendo 64 that I was going to hook up, but I don't have Mario Kart for it. Tragedy, I know. First world problems. I watched some movies. I talked to a lot of people. Felt really loved because 2 people called to just check in on me and see how I was doing, and I thought that was really sweet. I will be honest and tell you that this whole isolation time is difficult for me because I'm very social and I like being around people, and I live not with people. So it's been nice to have technology and be able to like FaceTime and have phone calls and stuff like that. So, and I've gone on a lot of walks, so much walking just to get out of my house. So yeah, that's kind of what my weekend has been like. And then today, we meaning teachers, got to start planning for how to put our classes online. And that is a lot of work to try to figure out how to teach in a totally new way for us and use new technology and programs that we haven't used necessarily in the past. But I just want you to know that it's an absolute joy. Even when it's stressful, it's a total joy to get to plan classes because I love you guys and I miss you so much, and I'm so excited to start getting to teach you again. I can hardly wait, and we have such good stuff coming up. And man, like, I'm hoping and praying that before this school year ends, we will get together in our classroom again and, you know, greet each other and hug and update on what's been going on and sit on the floor and have circle time and do all the end of the year activities that I've been super excited about, because all the best stuff happens at the end of the year. But no matter what happens, we're going to get back to some kind of normal soon and get to start some classes again. So that's pretty awesome, and I'm excited for that. I'm also going to put a couple random history lessons on here because that's been requested. So that'll be coming. But yeah, your teachers are excited to be working because we love you and we all really miss you and we miss being able to do our jobs. And so we're excited to be able to start this new type of class with you. It'll be good and fun. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. I don't think I have anything else to update you on, but I decided that I would end with some inspirational reading for you. That's right, I have another book for you. So today I will be reading you the magical and inspirational book, Giraffes Can't Dance. Sorry guys. I swear I'm not obsessed with giraffes. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm really not. So here you go, Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. Relatable, standing still and eating, love that. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. This book is too relatable already. Now, every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Poor Gerald. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music, if you really want it to." With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hoofs had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. He did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Those moves. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we have ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. So, I'm wishing you all of the dance parties, all the music that you love, and just remember to hang in there. Everything's going to be okay. We are strong, and this is just going to make us stronger. So keep being safe, wash your hands, stay out of crowds, and we're going to make it through this thing, and I hope that I'll get to see you all in person soon, but I love you all, and never forget that you are somebody. Bye, guys.